Good morning everyone, it's me again. So for today's videos, again I will discuss to you what are the basic of injury and arson investigation. The arson investigator must have to inquire on the following. These are point of origin of fire, motives of arsonist, prime suspect, and lastly is the telltale sign of arson. So is first is what is point of origin of fire. Point of origin of fire, it is initially the important point to be established is the point of origin of fire. In other words, that the particular place in the building the fire started. So, based sa akong opinion, ang point of origin of fire is it is exact physically physical or asa nga location nga gikan ang kainit or na maoy magresulta nga makakos og sunog sa usa ka lugar. And then there are the witnesses must be questioned as to 1. His identity. 2. What attracted his attention. 3. Time of observation. 4. His position in relation to the fire at the time of observation. 5. Exact location of the blaze. 6. Size of intensity. And 7. Rapidity of spread. 8. Color of flame and odor of he is in a position this. And 9. Any other person in the vicinity beside the witness. Mo ni siya ang mga witness must be is question as to. O kanida yung note for sitting mechanism is ako na satan ani it's the thing nga mao and it is the thing nga maoy maka-start taani og fire. Mo ni siyang matches, candle, electrical system, mechanical means, chemical methods. Ang common dari is ang kaning candle. Once nga atong sindahan ang candle, once nga for example, imaginary mo ni siyang candle. Once nga sindihan nato ni candle, di ba malanay siya? Once nga malanay siya, mura siya once if kung baso nimo kung baso imuhang basong imuhang gitungtungan mo ang kainit din sa baso mo'y makabuak, so mo'y maka buak so mo'y maka cause og mga damages. Mo na siya ang example sa candle. Mo na siya ang usually nga mga common di mga matches or electrical system kani mga kuan. Pero mas common jud siya ang kaning candle. So, a second is motives arsonist. Motive arsonist is to understand the motives of arsonist. The arson investigator have to note the following that the fires are set by. So it means unsay mga motibo sa mga sunog. So first is person with motives. As what I understand, kaning person with motives is mauni siya ang mga tao nga motibo sa pagsunog. Muni siya ang first is those with desire to defraud the insurer, and B, employees or such other person who have a grievance or fire revenge, or C, those with desire to conceal evidence of a crime, and D, those who set fire for purposes of intimidation. So kaning B, employees or such other person who have a grievance is katong fire revenge. Sa ako nasabtan aning letter B, is naay mga empleyado nga naay kasuko sa ilahang company or sa ilahang boss sa ilahang company. So ang usa ka way nga ilang mabuhat is ang pag-revenge pinaagi sa pagsunog. Muna siya ang person with motives. Moto siya ang sakuan, letter B. Ang kanindayan sa letter C, those with desire to conceal evidence of a crime. Ang example niya ani, for example, ikaw is nakakommit ka og crime nga katong evidence nga imong gigamit, imong tong sunugon para walay makonceal nga mga evidence sa crime nga imong sunugon para walay makita nga mga ebidensya laban sa imuha. Muna siya ang those with desire to conceal evidence of a crime. So, let's proceed for the next. People without motives. People without motives, these are mauni sila ang mga tao nga walay motibo sa pagsunog kundi habit lang jud nila nga pagsunog or naa sila'y sakit sa utok. Motong those who are a mentality, pathological fire seaters, psychos, and third is motives of arsonist. Muna sila ang mga motibo sa pagsunog. They are economic gain, concealment of crime, punitive measure, intimidation, or economic disabling. And lastly is pyromaniac. Pyromaniac is na siya'y upat. There are 4 types of pyromaniac. There are abnormal youth, heterotype, drug addicts and alcoholics, and sexual deviants and perverts. Kaning heterotype, for example, mo ni ang mga tao nga create sila sa ilang mga own mga scenario, especially sa fire, pretend pud ni sila nga sila daw ang na-discovered na nga mga pamuhaton. After that, sila rapud ang makatabang sa ilang kagalingon. It's because sila rapud maka-rescue sa ilang kagalingon para makaingon ng mga tao nga hero sila. For unfortunately, sila jud ang gabuhat sa mga cases og sila rapud makatabang sa ilahang kagalingon. So, let's proceed for the third, prime suspect and the prima facie evidence. What I understand, mo ni ang mga development sa prime suspect involved identification result from the full development of leads, clues, and traces, the testimony, particularly eyewitnesses, and the development of expert testimony. The following techniques may serve the investigation. First is search of the fire scene for the physical evidence, protection of the scene, mechanics of search, collection and preservation of evidence, laboratory aids. And second, background study of policyholders, occupants of premises, owner of buildings, or other person having major interest in the fire. Third, interview and interrogation of person who discovered the fire and the one who torn the first alarm, fireman and eyewitness, and fourth is a surveillance. So let's proceed for the number 4. Number 4 is that the telltale signs of arson. These signs may be obvious that the first fireman at the scene will suspect arson, or they maybe so will conceal the most of patient investigation to show that it is set off will the required. They are 15. I think there are 15. There are 15 examples of the telltale signs of arson. They are burn building, separate fires, color of smoke, color of flame, amount of heat, smoke mark, size of fire, direction of travel, intensity, odor, and lastly is condition of content. So that are the examples of the telltale signs of arson. So that's all for today's video that I will discuss